Hey everyone, welcome back. And I just wanted to wish you all Happy New Year. It is the December 31st. Tonight is our New Year's Eve. We're going to be ringing in the new year. And for those of you who have already rang in the new year, Happy New Year to you. And to everybody else, Happy New Year. We are getting ready to go. I wanted to come in and just do a quick little video for you guys. This one, and it's not a reading, this one is about how to clear your deck. So if you're a tarot reader, if you're interested in doing tarot, or you're getting, or you're just, you're just wanting to figure this all out. Some of you who read tarot will probably know that sometimes your decks start to feel clogged, like they're not giving proper information, or the information is hard to pull from your deck. Usually when that happens, it is time to clear your decks. So this video is just going to be a quick rundown on how I clear my decks. And I've mentioned it in my last video during my preparation that sometimes, you clear your deck. And I showed one way, which was smudging, which I'll do it again in this video. But there are ways to clear your deck. The most, and really it's not that difficult. So I have all my crystals here and I've got all these different things. The very first thing to do to clear a deck would be to literally, you've shuffled your deck a gazillion times and stuff, and your decks are probably all out of order. What you want to do is just basically put your deck back in order. So put it back in order from Fool, Magician, High Priestess. Get it all back in order. So here's all my majors, right? Put those back in order. Put your swords back in order, in numerical order, right? And then there's my wands. Get them all back in order. Oops, that's a cup. And here's my cups. Just get your cards back in order. And then you have your pentacles. Just put them back in order, and putting them back in order actually clears out the energy, okay? So just put them back in order and stack them up, and that is a way to clear your deck, to prep it for a new reading. Another way to clear your deck is to store your deck with high vibrational crystals. And my favorite to store with my cards is selenite. Okay, selenite is a high vibrational crystal. It raises the vibrations and it infuses it with high vibrational energy, connective energy to the spirits. I also like to keep some sort of protection stone near my crystal or near my cards. This is in black tourmaline. This is obsidian. This is hematite. So you can keep these around it, but in any high vibrational crystals, some people will put celestite, you can put angelite. I've got a whole bunch of different crystals. I mean, if you want to put a more loving energy into it, you can use rose quartz. So just crystals really help, balance your deck. The next thing I've seen people do is they pass their cards over a flame's light, right? So they just pass the card over the light of a flame, and that helps clear the energy. The light from the flame will clear the energy. So you can do that. And, my most common used way of clearing for me is, there you go, is to use smudge. And then I would just pass my cards over the smoke, the sage, and I will sage the space, and I'll sage everything. And I'll even clean crystals. I'll clean everything. So this is how I clear my decks. All right. So I wanted to just share that with you because it was time to clear this deck. I mean, you see it. This is my main use deck. I use this deck all the time on most of my readings. I would bring in other decks, but this is my main deck. And I've also received a question about this particular deck. I see it a lot. What is this deck? This deck is actually a mass-produced deck, okay? It is the Smith-Waite Tarot deck. It's the Centennial Edition, okay? So this is the Centennial Edition. All right, but I've modified this deck. So this is why it looks different from anybody else's deck. So this deck will obviously come with, the deck itself. It will come with a little white book. And here's your cards. If you notice, there's borders on these cards. These are the art cards that come with this deck. See, those are really pretty, right? And you notice they have borders. So all I did was I trimmed off the borders. Okay, I trimmed off the borders, and then I edged it in black because I wanted to keep this black line, and I edged it in black. Okay, so, and also it makes the cards, let's see here, it also makes the cards smaller, all right? So the reason why I do that is because, you know, sometimes my hands fatigue sometimes when I'm using a full-size deck. So when I trimmed it down, there's less fatigue in my hands. And that's why I trimmed it. I did edge it to keep the black line. So that's how I do that. So this is a mass-produced deck. You can go out and get it. I've just trimmed off the edges, and I've made... And I've edged it on the sides, and that's how come my deck looks a little different than other people's decks, but you can get it yourself, okay? So anyways, I just hope I've helped you just to teach you how to clear your decks. Like I said, you could store your cards, you know, store your cards with a crystal like a selenite, a high vibrational crystal. Put your deck in order. That helps clear any of the past readings out of it, the energies out of it, so it's fresh and ready to go for something new. You can pass it over light of a candle, or you can smudge it with sage. So I hope this has helped you, and I hope you guys have a fabulous New Year's. I do have new readings coming forward, and you should be seeing them soon. I will talk to you later. Take care. Bye-bye.